What's up, fellow lords of gaming, and welcome back to the channel. So we're jumping in with a little bit of difference today. We're going to be talking about the movie Sinners. Number one, I want to start off by saying this movie is a solid 9 out of 10. I went to see it last night and it was absolutely excellent. I haven't done a movie review on this channel in a while. I want to kind of get back into those, and this is where I'm probably going to start. Number one, let's talk about the actors in this movie. We're going to start out with the top billing, which is Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan plays twin brothers Smoke and Stack. To be honest with you, I don't really feel like there was enough to say that there was a difference in presentation for the two characters, nor a difference in what they brought to the table. Essentially, from scene to scene, I think you could have interswapped Smoke and Stack and probably not had a problem with either two characters. That doesn't take away from the performance, however, that Michael B. Jordan delivers as both characters, which is exceptional. Smoke, there's a love story with Smoke, there's a love story with Stack, and they're both presented on screen, and both of them show the softness that needs to be delivered with that love story, with those love stories, and you get the same. It's the reason why I say I think that you get the same type of characters in Michael B. Jordan's deliverance and performance of those characters. It's still a powerful performance. It's just not as distinguished and different in terms of the two characters that he's putting out on screen, where they feel like they're just distinctly their own characters, which sort of makes sense as well. They're twins, right? Next up, let's talk about Haley Steinfeld. Oh my God. Haley Steinfeld plays a interracial Casablanca type character in the early 1930s, and that comes with its own set of issues which contribute to the story in and of itself. It's a really well done turn for the character. Her presence on screen is very sexy. It's very provocative in its nature, and she does a really good job in delivering what she needs to, whether you see her as a vampire and whether you see her as her normal self. It's absolutely amazing what she does inside the story and brings to the screen. You can see the chemistry that is there between Michael B. Jordan and Haley in terms of what they brought to the screen to deliver these roles. Next up, we've got Woon Mi. My God, this woman basically presents as the African griot. She is that person who's telling the story, who holds the keys and the answers to all the things that are passed down lineal from, you know, heritage to heritage. It's a lot of story about ancestry is presented through her character, you know, whether it's her doing hoodoo or knowing, you know, the secrets of vampires and things like that, curses and so forth. She does an excellent job. She looks so sultry, so strong, so confident in every scene that she's in this movie, and I absolutely love her character for that. She is just absolutely beautiful to watch. I haven't seen her on screen in a while where she's had this type of performance, maybe since Lovecraft Country. Yeah, she's had her time with the TVA, you know, in Loki, but not as powerful as performances as this one in this movie. Absolutely excellent job by Woon Mi. Jamie Lawson, my guys, this woman is beautiful. She just basically exudes passion and lust throughout the movie, whenever she was on the screen, whether she was, you know, subtly presenting it, whether she was, you know, pushing it, it was done so damn well. I just could not stop watching her when she was on screen. It didn't make a difference if she was in a scene. I felt my eyes drifting towards her. She's just absolutely beautiful. Omar Miller and Delroy Lindo. Let's say that these aren't like characters that are like pushed to the forefront, but they're there, and when they are on scene, they are stealing scenes. 100% hands down stealing scenes. These guys are absolutely amazing at what they do. We get the introductions of Lee Jun Lee inside the story, and where I thought this was just going to be a, you know, bit character, she ends up becoming a part to the story and everything that's there, and they don't present her off as a backside story. She's present all the time. While she's on screen, she has this strut and this stride of confidence about her and this strength, and it's just really nice to see her. The main villain of the story is Jack. He's the Irish vampire, and he has his own set of beliefs that he's basically bringing to why he's turning all of these people into vampires, and why he wants to. Miles Canton's character is connected to that, and I don't want to spoil things, so there's a lot about Miles's character in terms of his blues, in terms of his you know, his history as the preacher boy, but he presents this role where you get a strength of identity with a lot of these characters. It has, but he really has a strength of what he is, who he is, and what he wants to do. He knows he is a music man, and he is a music man through and through, and that's what he wants to be. Jack sees something in this that makes him want that. And you know, I don't want to spoil things so that way you can see the narrative, but these two characters, the juxtaposition of antagonist and protagonist, and it's really handled really well. You've got to see it. This is parts of the story, right? The scenes in this story, the beats, the length of the film, it just hits at every point. At no point in watching this movie did I feel like there was a lull, or I was desiring a point where it was like, hey, you kind of need to keep it moving and get to the story. Every bit felt like a layer and depth that was built. There was a lot of underlying messages and themes in here, whether they were ancestry, whether it was music, whether it was church and the Bible, whether it was identity. All of this stuff is inside there with very nuanced layers that I think some people will walk away with and not pick up on those things on first watch. Some people will be too ignorant to pick up on those, and they'll just see a vampire horror kind of movie. And some people will actually pick up on a lot of these things in terms of the messages that are being delivered there. But the scenes and the beats are really powerful. The one place where I would critique the movie the most is the ending. I felt like things were wrapped up too neatly. Maybe that's just the timing. You know, it's a movie that's clocking in at like 2 hours and 17 minutes, which for a horror movie is pretty long, but I did feel leaving like I wanted more. And I did feel like the reason why I wanted more was because I felt like the ending was just wrapped up just a little too neatly for me. If this is a movie that's building a universe where Ryan Coogler and, you know, Michael B. Jordan are going to build onto this, that would be exciting to see. But for now, in terms of stories, I would put this right up there with Interview with the Vampire or some of the great mini vampire flicks that we've seen throughout the years. It is absolutely handled well. It's definitely the best movie of 2025, in my opinion, so far. Like, that is without a doubt. So it's definitely a movie worth going to see. One of the main themes inside this movie that connects it, and you'll hear so much about it, so I'm not going to ignore it, is the music. It is the driving force of the movie. It's blues. It's how it connects culture, heritage, and lineage. It's about what it can invoke inside of people, what it brings out of people, whether it's malevolent, whether it's powerful, whether it's good. It shows that music is threaded throughout all of us culturally. It's threaded especially in Black culture, and it can be used for good, it can be used for evil, and there's a place within inside these things. It is so damn powerful to hear Miles Canton sing inside this movie, whether he's doing it in the very end credit scenes. Guys, stick around. There's a mid-credit scenes that is a must-see, and there's an end-credit scenes that, you know, doesn't really have as much value as the mid-credit scene, but to hear Miles Canton's voice singing at the end made it all the worthwhile to sit in my seat for an extra 5 to 7 minutes. But it was absolutely well done. The visuals inside this movie are absolutely great. Let's talk about the IMAX shooting to kind of leave things off. Do you need to go see this movie in IMAX? Ryan Coogler would prefer that you did. He thinks that there's something there for it. I think the audio for the movie will probably, you know, say that you might want to go see it. Will you feel great just going to see it in a regular theater? Yes, you will. Go see this on the large screen, though, because there's so many things that are just so raw, so gritty, so exciting about this movie and the way that it's presented with such a diverse cast, and especially in a time where we have people complaining about, you know, actual historical characters being inside video games like, you know, Assassin's Creed, or being inside of, or, you know, being gender swapped inside of games, or even, you know, the recent release of, you know, some of the games that we've had where you have different characters in those roles instead of traditional white male, you know, figures. The movie handles diversity in this movie so well, and showing how those things are threaded with people, and not all people are just simply what they are because of what they say they are, but what they are by their actions. And that is a really great message inside this time. So do yourself a favor, go pick up a ticket, go support it. It's definitely a 9 out of 10 in my books, if not a 9.5 out of 10 in my books. So go and check this movie out. You will absolutely love it, I guarantee, especially if you're a fan of horror, you're a fan of vampire flicks, or you're a fan of, you know, historical things. Trust me, there's no trauma dumping inside this movie. It just is an excellent movie. Until next time, guys, peace.